watching cartoons.
Oh,
Movies.
anime or cartoon?
Cartoons, man. Like
Cartoons, okay.
maybe the ongoing now is what the name? Boy boy.
Boy.
Yeah, because the setting of my phone is English.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Forest Podcast, the chill place where we level up our English without stressing our brains. Well, before we start, let me introduce ourselves first.
My name is Denny Maulana Rosyadi,
And my name is Ahmad Walban Nadif Buldani.
and we are from the Science Development Division from the Forest Organization.
Today, we are talking about something super relatable. Small English habits, like real talk. Improving your English doesn't always need a 3 hour study grinding. Sometimes we just need to listen to one songs or maybe reading some memes and also talking to yourself like, bro, why am I like this? Today's vibes is simple, fun, and low pressure. And yes, we've got a special guest today who loves sharing English tips on social media. So grab your drink, get comfy, and let's grow up your English one tiny habit at a time. Let's go.
Okay, before we go into the conversations, let's start with a couple of warm questions first. To begin with, could you tell us a little about our speaker's background and her journey in teaching English?
Okay, our special guest today named Ma'am Diliza Basha.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
She is a lecturer in English education at the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education and the Faculty of Tarbiyah, Islamic University of Jember. And the next, she is a co-founder and certified tour guide and tour Hajj and Umrah at Nur Haramain Tour and Travel Company, KBIH An-Nur Surabaya. And she is a branch manager in Jember at Nur Haramain Tour and Travel Company. And also, she is a board of trustees at Nyai Zainab Siddiq Talangsari Girls Islamic Boarding School. She is also a board of scholars at Darussalam Mosque in Jember Islamic Boarding School.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Mas Benny and also Mas Agam. Hello.
How are you, ma'am? How are you?
Alhamdulillah. I'm so excited to be here, accompany the youth organization in Forest, English Teacher Training Department. I'm so excited of being here. Also supported by Ilkom.
Okay. By the way, it is out of briefing. Don't you feel nervous, ma'am? Because I am actually nervous.
Me too.
If you're nervous, it's just synchronized to my feeling, so we all
okay.
nervous together. So don't worry, just yeah.
Okay, well, let's go to the topic today. To begin, could you tell us a little about your background? In your opinion, what makes daily practice such an important part of learning language?
Okay, so to begin this question, why English becomes my journey of teaching? Is it right? Yeah.
Yes.
So actually, let me flash back into our youth moment. Yeah. It doesn't mean that I'm old enough right now, but let's get back into our my youth. Yeah. When I was in semester 3, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 2005. Yeah. I have been offered by somebody being asked to tout her doctor at the time. She wanted to continue the what is called as high school, and she had to reach what is called as UNAS at the time, UN. Yeah, maybe you are familiar with that term. Yeah,
Yeah.
final examination in our country. And at that moment, I had zero teaching experiences, and I felt like, oh, this is a great challenge for me, and how I get involved into teaching experiences, since I'm not majoring English education or teaching training. I'm majoring English literature. Even it's the same, the same
field.
Yeah, the same field, but it totally different. Yeah, I don't have any pedagogical strategy of how to teach somebody, especially for the teenagers. Yeah, and I have to take a look at the book. When I first offered, I feel like, oh, what grade is it? Yeah, oh, grade 9. Yeah. At that time there is no internet connection at that time.
Yes.
We still have clueless on such kind of YouTube channels or even Google Chrome and so on, etc. Social media. So this is a super duper limited exposure on how we deal with the English material. So the first, there are two chances that we have that we can do to access English material. The first, go to the bookstore. At the time,
Yeah,
I don't want to mention the brand.
brand.
Okay.
One of the biggest
We're not
bookstore
in
at the
that.
time. I go there. I go to the shelf entitled English Learning, and I try to find UN material books, and I begin to make a list of what I should teach, what topic that I should teach, because I'm dealing. This is like to make sure my ability, whether this girl passed the UN exam or not. It just lie down on me. The mother lie down everything on me. So I have to master everything. Like when I take a look at the list of the table, like there are at that time most of the material emphasize on grammatical things like question tag, tenses, and then jumble sentence and so on, etc. So I have to acquire many things at the time. So Alhamdulillah, everything passed, and she can follow the material. Yeah. So the next things that I have undergone is about being offered into Pesantren Kilat at the time, Gus Mus with Mata Air Foundation. It's the collection of the santri from East Java who wants to come into the State University in Surabaya, like yes, that university. And I have I got the challenge from my senior. At the time, I was joined PMII organization in UNESA, and they triggered me to, okay, please train the fresh graduate students from senior high school, and how can they pass the
national exam.
Yeah, national exam. Not national exam, but SNMBPTN.
Oh,
SNMBTN.
college.
College
entrance.
Okay, you're right. College entrance, and for me, it's kind of a big standard. Yeah. So when I see myself, I reflect to myself. Oh my God, can I deal with such theories? So once again, I go to the same bookstore. I buy some of the exercises books, and I deal with myself before I teach them.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a big challenge, and I have to spend lots of time dealing with those questions, and I have to classify what sentence like conditional sentence, if clause, and lots of grammatical thinking, because at the time I don't know why the curriculum just focus on the grammatical exposure. Yeah, so Alhamdulillah it passed and go to the next offer. I joined Primagama. It's not me who sent the curriculum vitae, but Alhamdulillah my senior offered me to join with Primagama at 7 branches at the time, from the elementary, junior up to the senior high school level. And that's quite challenging for me, since the standard of teaching in Primagama so far have such kind of discrepancy as contrasted into the formal schools, because the teaching methodology there should based on the shortcut. We don't need to explain lots of things, but everything should be in shortcut,
Shortcut,
such things.
yes.
Yeah. So I believe that those could be my big, what is it? My big batu loncat, yeah.
I
The
see.
my steps,
Stepping
yeah.
stone.
Stepping stones for me to teach into the other occasion. Up to now, I joined in UIJ. Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
So that's
So interesting.
Thanks for sharing your experience and journey.
anytime.
It's
I'm glad to
interesting.
share this.
Okay. In your opinion, what makes daily practice such as important part of language learning?
Okay, good question. Yeah, when we take a look at the theory from Stephen Krashen, it is about the habit that turns into acquisition. Our habit means a lot. Yeah, it's kind of a meaningful strategies for us to learn about languages, like how much we spend our time for self-study, how much we spend our time for having lots of exposure, like whether it is from the listening session, the speaking session. Most of the time, using the Stephen Krashen still, yeah, the theory, it shows up that input process when we listen to such videos, and then we also read lots of articles or any kinds of relatable reading text, yeah, that trigger us to achieve more vocabulary mastery. It shows that the daily exposure here means a lot into our language skills. Yeah, for example, one of the students may spend 2 up to 3 minutes for listening to the
Some video from YouTube or
Yes, that's
social media.
or even such this podcast.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
True.
so
That's right.
reading captions, it turns into acquisition. We achieve lots of vocabulary mastery, vocabulary list based on certain topic. It will build our understanding of certain context. Yeah, so Stephen Krashen told us that the theory is really happening to our real life. Without any exposure, it doesn't mean nothing. Yeah, so one more thing is that that our habit, it's actually something to do with how our brain notice. Like for example, the even one word consists of similar things like synonyms,
Yes,
but the use will be different.
Different.
Which one do you prefer? Make picture or take picture?
Take,
Take
Take
picture.
picture.
How could you know that take picture is the correct one?
because I've heard the sentence from many
That's
foreigner
it.
that said it in a
Ah,
video. or-
Yeah, that's it. That's actually based on the Richard Smith's theory. Yeah, that it's actually our brain notice something that we listen it at many times. So it drives our own awareness of how to select the proper words. Yeah, that's it. So, and one more thing is that our habit actually build our automaticity, yeah, and fluency as well. For example, like when we have listened to certain podcasts or listen to certain tailored channels, like or untailored, like from TED Talks and so on, etc. It's actually drains our energy a lot. Yeah, but if you just listen, you means nothing. But what you have to do is just the activity after the listening
listening,
session.
yeah.
What's that?
We can use the summarizing the video.
Yeah, that's it. Did you still remember about the house visiting activities?
Yes.
Yes, what's that? You can do Yeah.
Expression activity in class.
Yes, it's actually something to do with the shadowing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you shadowing, you select some of the difficult words. Yeah, we deal with one topic and we understand about such new list of the vocabulary. Yeah, so yeah, it's actually built our fluency. Yeah, so small steps into big progress. That's it.
Small steps into big progress.
Small steps.
That's so exciting. Okay. Well, we would like to say thank you for sharing that. Now let's go we dive into our main topic of daily English habits and how students build can build routines that truly help them grow.
Okay. How?
So,
Third question.
yeah, the main question will be, what are some practical ways students can become more confident when speaking English in everyday situation?
Okay. In everyday situations, yeah. So thank you for giving such relatable question for the Gen Z, especially the one who majoring English education teacher training program. So it's actually something to do with the low pressure English moments. You know what? What are the obstacles of making somebody feels like keep silent in English class?
Shy?
I think
Shy, okay.
anxiety,
Anxiety,
and then
fear of making mistakes,
making mistakes.
fear of being judged by others.
That's the point. So it's actually something to do with how our image in front of others, right? So in Gen Z is actually in the age of becoming an adult. Yeah, yeah, starting becoming an adult. Yeah, so they needs to find out their self identity, and then when the self identity being abused by others, commentary, bad judging, and something like that, it is actually make the motivation in learning
Getting
English
lower and lower and
lower and then fade away means nothing, right? So what we have to do is take a look at the social constructivist theory by Vygotsky. It's actually we set our phone setting. May I ask you your phone setting in one language?
English.
English, that's good. Yeah. What about your any kinds of gadget or, for example, your ATM? Is it in English or in Bahasa?
I always use English.
I always use bahasa.
Maybe you can start to use English for
Yeah.
tomorrow.
So essentially, suddenly, if you make every kinds of your gadget and your daily medsos platform settings, like is it in Bahasa or in English?
English.
Oh,
In English,
English.
that's right. So when you customize yourself into everything put in English settings, I mean, like you feel like English is yours.
Ah.
You feel like English is yours, not something foreign. So, how to make English as your social identity? Yeah, that's the key. Yeah. So this can be called as an effective filter. How we motivate ourselves from our own self-awareness that can, can avoid the anxiety and something like that. Yeah, we build ourselves. What is called as micro moments with English activities. Yeah, English activities is not only listening. It's not only reading. Something to do with such settings, and we can have make friends with foreigners. Yeah. The same English learners from across countries. Yeah, it could be English spaces for us to make us being
Feels like we are
adapt.
native speaker.
Yeah, we adapt ourselves. Communicate with native speakers. Yeah, so we feels like English is part of our social identity. Yeah, that's it. So this is actually one of the theories by Vygotsky, social constructivist theories. That's it. Hope it helps.
Thanks for the very detailed answer.
Alhamdulillah.
And as you mentioned earlier, what do you think? Why do you think confidence is often harder to build than vocabulary or grammar?
Yeah, that's a kind of a hard question. Yeah, why do you think? Can you repeat? Why?
Why do you think confidence is often harder to build than vocabulary or grammar?
Okay. I try to think for one moment. Yeah, vocabulary and grammar. Where is it located? In our heart or in our brain?
Our brain.
Brain.
Our brain.
Yes.
What about our anxiety, confidence? Where it is located?
In our
In
heart.
In our
your
heart.
Does it relate one another?
Of course.
Okay, which one is dominant when we show in front of public spaces? Yeah, yeah. Which one is dominant? Our heart or our logic or our brain?
For me, heart.
Heart. That's it. Yeah. So once the heart defeated the brain, it means that your language skills comes down. Yeah, it fade away. It feels going with the wind. Yeah. Even you memorize exactly for about 50 words a day, you can memorize it just for about 1 hour. You can memorize everything. But once you are dominated with your anxiety of how others see us, how others will think about us, yeah, suddenly it is this. Your list of the words will
Disappear.
disappear, go
Go away.
go away. Yeah, so your language ability will turning down or drops at the moment. Yeah, so I think for Gen Z, please build positive emotional experiences. How it is, yeah, how we build our positive emotional experiences throughout our surroundings. Like, do you speak English with your friends? With your
Yes.
classmates?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
that's yeah. Do you think that if one of your friends produce such kind of mistakes in their sentences, do you judge or directly correct, or what you do?
For some moments, I correct, but with a jokes, ma'am.
Yeah, with the jokes. Why not in the serious way? It's
So
fun.
I don't make my friend feels
Afraid to
afraid
talk.
talking with English again,
Okay.
and it makes the mistakes he made feels funny.
Okay, it means that you already established positive emotional experiences for your
Ah.
environment. So this is what actually Gen Z needs to speak English. Because nowadays I found there are some of the negative emotional experiences in such environment. For example, yeah, one produce mistakes. Ooh,
They
yeah,
get-
the class becomes
Get booed by
yeah,
the
yeah,
friends.
bullied. Yeah. So it means that they, in bahasa you can say kapok. Kapok in speaking English.
English.
Yeah. So that's why our surrounding people should support our activity in speaking
English.
English. So not only just textbook, yeah, but we have lots of practices. Yeah. So why should we practice more? Since when you grasp the idea from the textbook, you grasp idea from the listening, what is it? Multimodal text, yeah, whether from the podcast without any
Subtitle.
visual,
Oh,
yeah,
without-
without any visual, just recording, and also you got what is it called as certain application that helps you a lot. But whenever you never practice, yeah, it just keep in your brain. You cannot activate it until appear into your output process. Yeah, output process means that it's not only listening but also speaking, writing, presenting, such things. Yeah, hope it helps.
Oh,
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma'am.
Yeah. So
that's so. It is actually relatable, just like the topic said, and that happens almost every day to my class, by the way.
in the class, yeah. And then
Well, let's go to the next question. For students with very busy schedules, what is the quick daily English routines can they fit into just a few minutes?
okay, yeah, top tips, yeah, for daily habits.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have the same length time for our daily activities. You have 24 hours, me also have 24 hours. It's just the way how we manage our
Time.
schedule, our time. Yeah, exactly. So when we tracking our habits, yeah, we make such kind of daily schedule start from we wake up until we sleep
Sleep
again.
again.
What sorry, how loyal we spend our time into English learning. It's not only the way we join classroom in our college, yeah, but our self-study, how many times when we track our habit, for example, we can spend for about 15 minutes to have self-study and navigate our favorite channels, navigate what is your passion, by the way?
I'm into a lot of things, but mainly because I do a lot of exercise or workout
Okay.
during my free time. I
excellent.
like to watch some kinds educational video, but in the field of workout or exercise.
Okay, excellent. So you can navigate yourself into the native speakers
Yes, ma'am.
content regarding the workout and physical activities thingy. And what about you?
For me, I like listening to musics and also watching cartoons.
Oh.
Movies.
Anime or cartoon?
Cartoons, man. Like
Cartoons, okay.
maybe the ongoing now is what the name? Boboy Boy.
Blah, boy.
Yeah, because the setting of my phone is English.
Okay.
So if I put the subtitle is
It's in
English.
Weird in English.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Do you believe that I always watch Bobo Boy because my daughters always play, yeah, at many times. So actually, yeah, it means that you are ready with what is it? Receiving lots of exposure from the videos. Yeah, based on your passion, it drives you to gain or to achieve lots of vocabulary specifically because the vocabulary used in cartoon and the vocabulary used in the exercise thingy will be totally
Different.
different. So this is what we call as English for specific purposes. Because me myself, I have accommodated with English for Islamic teaching thingy. So I navigate myself into those terms, and we have to switch our habit into list our song playlist, yeah,
Yeah.
in English, or even do you ever talk to yourself, like self-talk?
Yes,
Ah,
I do. I
often.
do a lot.
Almost
Yeah,
everybody.
that's
I
right?
do
good.
a lot.
Yeah, that's a good start. Like morning affirmation. Like whenever you wake up, you pray to Allah. Yeah, like Alhamdulillahilladzi ahyana ba'dana amatana wa ila nusyur. And then, do you talk to yourself? Oh God, please. I wish I had a very lucky day that I can a lot of risky come to me. Yeah, a lot of So it's kind of morning affirmation. You can tell to yourself like, yeah, that's one of the habit. And the next thing, shadowing. Yeah, shadowing. Even just 5 minutes each day, it means a lot. Yeah, it means we have not only listening. Listening is just one process, and then you followed by the next process is shadowing. It means that two processes in your brain means that the memory will go deeper into your
Understanding.
you understand it into whether in medium or long-term memories. So you work twice. Moreover, yeah, after you shadowing, you make voice notes. Like you listen, you shadow, and you take voice note
record
by yourself.
voice.
Voice note to yourself. It doesn't mean that you are going crazy. Yeah, but it builds your confidence towards the audiences. It trains you a lot. Yeah, strategy to fading away the anxiety. Yeah, something like that, apprehension and so on, etc. So that's shadow, voice note, and then talk to yourself. Switch to your habit and collect collocation snacks. Yeah, you know collocation snacks, like collocation means something like raise awareness take responsibility. Those things that actually in our bahasa are nothing, but in English there are existed. So means that collocation snacks means that you are snacking vocabulary from the video. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, that's for me.
What if, because we're too busy,
Okay.
what if the practice, I mean, like you mentioned last time about shadowing, what if the practice is a little, maybe like a sentence or maybe the SpongeBob cartoon, he always said, I am ready, and we
You
only,
mean same word?
yeah, we can only shadow the I am ready first. So I mean the question is about do a very short practice still make a real progress, a real difference?
Small steps counts into big
Ah
progress.
yes, you said that.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
right,
actually
that's right.
no problem. It's scientifically powerful. As you know, in SLA theory, there are second language acquisition theory, teori pemerolehan bahasa. This is called as distributed practices. In distributed practices, it means that you have the small shadowing. For example, the activity is shadowing. Yeah. After you shadow, and then there are repeated exposure from, yeah, let's say in 1 week you just have for each session you have 1 minute, and 1 minute later and at the next week 1 minute never been enough, and you
Add
extend,
more.
add more and something like that. So the same way with when you are exercising,
Oh, yes.
it grows.
Even heavier and heavier and
That's
heavier.
it. Yeah, the same
I
way
see.
with the distributed practices here, and your micro habits can be your English vitamins. Yeah. So I mean, like your consistency here transforms your fluency. Yeah. As long as you are consistent, it will show your fluency. Let's say if you are navigating something, or because you're busy and you don't know what to do, or probably you are tired of these channels, what next? So use the AI. AI will help you a lot. For example, ChatGPT, yeah, please help me to track my daily schedule in learning English. As long as your prompt is complete,
And
they will serve you. It will serve you complete. What is it? Schedule, like from the topic, and then the real activities, the channels, probably the worksheet to train your understanding based on the topic and the channels listed. Not only the channels, but also websites will help you a lot. Yeah. So micro habits means a lot for your English vitamins. Don't worry, your consistency will transform your succeed in English.
Amin.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean,
Okay, as you have mentioned earlier, there are many things that we can do to help we train like everyday English habit,
Yes.
and there are many tools available like apps, videos,
yes.
and like this podcast, journals. And what do you think? Which type of tools that help learners the most?
Okay, good answer, because Gen Z are digital nomad, yeah, digital
Yeah.
natives, yeah.
Digital.
So
Very
everyone
digital.
have cell phone, right?
Yes.
Because everyone has cell phone, yeah. So use it properly to support your target, because you are having English target learning. So I think like Google Play Store. We start from the Google Play Store first, yeah. When we take a look at our Google Play Store, or if you have iOS or whatever store, Microsoft Store, or whatever it is, yeah. When you type at the search, you type English. Once you type English here, what application that will appear?
For me, the
Yeah.
top three is
Top three?
British Council
Okay.
English Score,
And then
Stimular,
And
and the
then?
last one is Elsa.
Elsa. Yeah. What about you?
For me, Stimular, Duolingo, and British Council
Okay.
English Core.
That's great. In me, Elsa, English Core, Duolingo. Surprisingly, the user of Duolingo, 87K. Yeah.
Ah,
So it means
yes.
that lots of people download this. Yeah. I think those your cell phone doesn't have to be full with the game only, but also such application will train you a lot. Yeah. So I mean, like if I take a look at Duolingo, because my doctor used this. Yeah. I think it is gradually rise from one session to another session. So, like a personal trainer for ourselves to learn about English. Yeah, this is from the Play Store or App Store. Yeah. What about from the YouTube channel? Yeah, take a look at our YouTube channels. Yeah, in YouTube channel when we type, yeah, to what extent, to what purpose do you want to use it? In vocabulary skill, speaking, listening, pronunciation, or in writing. So it based on our target. It based on our objectives. Like for example, when we type English vocabulary here, and yeah, there are lots of channels like Learn English with Bob, the Canadian, whether it is British or American, is based on your favor. Like English with Lucy, Learn English with English Class. Lots of things can be called as tailored channels. The channels of YouTube that is purposefully designed to the English learners. Yeah. For example, if you are your passion is on exercises, means that it's not untailored
Untailored.
channels. Untailored channels makes us feel free without any pressure of
Learning the language.
learning. That's it. Yeah. So, and also websites. Yeah, websites will help you a lot. Whether you use Pinterest as another platforms and Pinterest, there are lots of resources that you can access to help your English skills in written context. Yeah, and free websites like because you love songs. Yeah.
Yes.
Why you don't go to the lyricstraining.com? Yeah, the English lyricstraining.com will help you to listen to the song,
Songs and it
while
will provide the lyrics.
provide the lyrics, and somehow is the what is it? Fill in the blanks, something like that. Yeah, fill in the blanks.
exercise.
Yeah,
Exercise that based on the lyrics of the song that you have
Yeah,
listened.
that sounds so
That's it.
interesting.
Yeah, interesting. And also when you are being curious of what's going on in the world, you can go to newsinlevel.com. It's kind of a website that helps us to understand about the news of the day, whether from the beginner level, intermediate, up to the advanced level. I think those things will help you a lot, yeah. So actually, if I can highlight my based on this question, yeah, the best tool isn't the fanciest one, yeah. It's not about the tools that helps us. It's based on how we actually use it every day, yeah. Again, consistency beats everything, yeah. I think that's for this question, Mas Agam and Mas Denny.
That's so cool and very interesting, yeah. And let's go to the next question. When students try to build English habits, what are some common errors of behaviors that slow down their progress?
Okay, yeah, English habit slow down their progress. Somehow for the girls, yeah, because in my class they are actually dominated by the girls. The girls are just most of the girls. I'm not talking all of the girls, but most of the girls are just busy with the aesthetic thingy. You know, like making writing notes with lots of stickers, yeah, pictures, yeah, drawing and watching aesthetic vlog videos and such things. Yeah, it's actually feels nothing without the practices. Yeah, I mean like practices is the king of learning English. Like how can maintain your productivity in using your English. Yeah. If you stay passive, yeah, how could you train your language outputs? Yeah. So it's not just about the aesthetic vibes, but we underline into the way you practice your English. Yeah. And then, have you ever been asked by your teacher to memorize the vocabulary?
Yes.
Me, the one.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's actually memorizing the random vocabulary doesn't help you a lot to understand about such topics. It doesn't gives you such kind of ability to make your English far more heavy in the richness of your vocab collection. Yeah, but it's actually when you learn isolated words, not based on specific context, it will easily disappear. But when, as I said before, if you make such kind of schedule from the ChatGPT and you train yourself into such topics, such vocab lists, I believe that it will be more powerful in enhancing your vocabulary mastery. So, next one. Somehow, students wait their English to be perfect, baru speak English, yeah. But it's actually not in that way, yeah. How could we come into the perfection if we were not have mistakes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mistakes makes apa?
Makes perfect.
Mistakes makes perfect.
Yeah, so I mean like from the mistakes we learn a lot. From the mistakes it built the perfection. Don't dream about the perfection unless you're not trying yourself. Yeah, force yourself to speak. And also inconsistency. You know, our mood is
Up and down.
Up and down.
And at one moment it feels like
We are very motivated to learn, and
and
the next day
we feels like so lazy to. So I mean like tiny daily habits makes us have a big impact. Yeah. So what are the obstacles of learning? Yeah, those things like, I mean, you know your target and you know how to achieve your target. That's it. Yeah, inconsistency is the most
biggest,
the most things that makes you fail in learning English. You know how many years Indonesian students learn English? Start from
elementary until
Elementary
senior.
school,
Senior.
12 years.
12 years exactly.
Yes.
12 years. But if we took percentages, how many students can accommodate their English well?
I think it's
Less than how many
I
percent?
can say less than 10%. So.
Less than 10%. Why does it happen?
I think that's back to the point earlier that they do not train their English daily, so they didn't have the vocabulary to express what their idea.
Okay, so they just learn at class, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outside the class,
Nothing.
buyar, ya.
I think
They go blank.
Yeah,
many
the blank.
many students like they learn English to solve the question or test, not learn English to communicate.
Yes.
I love that idea. Yeah, I buy that idea. Yeah, you're right. It means that they just how to fix, how to get the score.
Yeah, how to get the score
How to get
and
the score, not how to
speak.
acquire English.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So that's
Okay, the next question is, learning language, as you said earlier, can feel slow at times. What strategies can help students keep their motivations strong, especially when progress isn't immediately visible?
okay. it's actually related to the way you answer last
Oh,
question, yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
Because-
consistency.
the consistency.
No, I mean your answer just now. They
When
learn,
you learn
Oh,
for
learn
answering
to-
the questions.
Not to communicate
yeah, you just want to finish the class.
the exam.
Yeah.
The what is it, exercises, not to how to make English as your future target. Yeah. When we take a look at our nowadays requirements in job vacancy,
Mhm.
do you think that English is one of the most
Important.
important criteria for the job seeker?
Yes.
Yes.
For some jobs, yes.
Yes. What about the factories or what is it? Yeah, the factories, the companies that actually insisted the workers to have
English
English skills
speaking
ability.
ability.
Yeah. So our motivation should based on based on our
Target.
target. Yeah.
Mhm.
Akhirat is the first.
Yes, that's right.
The hereafter, yeah. I mean, like, stay positive because the way we learn actually being calculated by Allah. Yeah, that's the first thing. And then, if everything we do is being witnesses with the angels, yeah, it means that we have to do our best, right?
Yes,
And then the second one, if we talk about the dunya or the world, yeah, it means that our English can help us to chase our dream job. What is your dream job?
For me,
Yeah.
I think I really want to be like a tour guide that interact with most of native speaker and foreigners, so I can improve my English and
Good.
also have a job that suits my passions.
Okay, that's a great answer. Yeah, great dream job. What about you?
For me, from my experience, knowing that Jember itself has so little courses, especially English courses.
Okay. Okay,
My
good.
dream job is to
Open up.
to create
As the owner and the tutor.
Amin.
I mean,
So yeah, take a look at both dream jobs. Yeah, stated by both of you. For Mas Denny, for example, you want to be the tour guide. I don't know what countries do you guide your guests. Yeah, but actually, it's with English you can unlock the world.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can unlock the world like study abroad, yeah, like travel, meet people everywhere, anywhere, yeah. And then, of course, it has something to do with level up your income.
Yes, of course.
Money
Because
making, yeah.
Money
Yeah.
making.
So it's not rupiah anymore, but
That's
turns to dollar.
foreign
Dollars.
currency.
Foreign, yeah,
That's
foreign
right.
currency, that's it. Yeah, probably it can motivate you very well in learning English
English more.
based on the native speakers standard, or probably if you're not agree with the native speaker standard, but you can use like global English's standard, yeah. And then stay competitive because in the world we're not the only one who learn our English.
Yes.
And outside Jember, yeah, in our province, in Indonesia, in Asia, in the
Asia, Asia,
The whole world.
Asia,
Asia.
Asia, in the world, yeah, we are competing with many people who wants to
Who
do the
is
same field.
uh-uh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, connect our interests. Yeah, for example, you can try to, what is it? Sticking your profession, your dream
Dream job.
profession, your dream job in probably in your room. Yeah.
It's as a motivation.
Yeah. Probably you can also stick your idols in your room. Yeah. Probably such kind of affirmation, positive affirmation for you, who knows that not far from now it can be
Yeah.
achieved. Yeah. So it means that learning English doesn't have something like, oh, you have to learn English. No, It's actually because it is exactly, your English will exactly located where you want to be. You know what I mean? Your
I
English
see.
skills will
Yes,
locate
that's it.
you into the place where you want to
To
be.
be.
That's it. I think that's it for this
Oh.
question.
That's great. Okay. From that, if you know my room, it's so empty, only walls and
Maybe you can add some pictures.
Some dream pictures, yeah, to let you stay motivated in English.
that's a good idea. Well, let's go to the next question. This one we can. I would. How to say it? We would like you to answer with some more interactive answers, ma'am.
Interactive answer, okay. How?
Okay. If students could commit to only one daily English habit, which habit would you say gives the biggest benefits, especially for this generation, Gen Z?
Gen Z.
Which habit? Okay. Uh, do you think certain activities
Hmm.
that trigger us to level up our English?
Yes.
Okay, for the Gen Z, okay. First, yeah, you know what means that professional identity. Yeah, I mean like everyone. For example, for the Gen Z, you are being curious with what my profession
Would
will be,
Mm.
who is my spouse, who is
Oh.
my
Role model.
role model. Yeah, also like, do you think that your future wife or future husband will support your? It's too far. Is it too far?
Oh my God. It is actually not too far, but
Another world, yeah. So I mean, like your professional identity, like every time you speak, yeah, you are being your own teacher on your voice, yeah. So I mean, like when you are stuck into certain profession, there are lots of information. You are being flooded by information in our social media, like for example, you want to be personal assistants. Nowadays, there are lots of what is it? Personal assistants vacancy in internet. Like seems like the remote job. Yeah, you don't have to be stay in the
In the-
office, but you can
work
just
From
anywhere.
home or
Cafe,
cafe. Yes.
something like that. So I mean, like the habit is how you build your ladder to step up into your professional identity as how you dream. It's actually something to do with our chasing our dream job. Yeah. So I mean, like the habit will lead us into certain profession that we want to be. Yeah. So nowadays Gen Z is always busy with the income thingy.
yes.
Because the lifestyle getting higher rather than my era.
Yeah, that's right.
So I mean, like the creativity will lead you into certain income. Yeah, I mean, like speaking daily in your surrounding people will help you a lot to scale up your content creation making, for example. Yeah, as an affiliate, as a MC, MCing into whether formal or informal events, and then probably you have skills in storytelling, or probably guiding the tours, you are making the list of how you deals with the tourism, and then translation skills, for example, English course skills. Then how can you achieve those dream jobs if you're not build your ladder?
To
Yeah.
the career ladder.
Yeah, so your leadership aura should be what Gen Alpha right now say?
What name?
What's it? Alpha, beta, what is it? Aura?
Oh, Sigma.
Sigma. Sigma.
Yeah. Your leadership Sigma. Yeah.
Sigma.
I'm far away from the Gen Alpha. I'm Gen Millennial. Yeah. So your leadership aura should be confident. Yeah. How can you stay confident? Yeah. You train yourself whether in written or in oral English. Do lots of worksheet. Yeah. For example, yeah. For my kids, yeah. I have 3 kids, yeah. First is in SMA, the second is in the 6th grader, and the last is just in 7 years old in 1st grader of elementary school. Those 3 children have different competencies in English, but I keep supporting them with providing printed vocabularies, printed worksheets,
Exercise.
exercises, yeah. So bunch of printed papers for my last child. It's not last child, Ben, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's actually last child from my daughter. I mean, yeah. I mean, like I provide with 1,000 worksheets and daily, consistent, daily, every ba'da asar, every after asar, I assist her to make a worksheet. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Even she's not having interest in English, but based on the small steps, it
It
turns
builds.
into
It
big.
builds.
Yeah, it builds the ladder to have competency in English. Yeah, so that's it. I think when I can summarize this question, what we watch, yeah, what we learned, mini lesson that we have, it, what is it? It built our professional identity in English. That's it. Yeah. So I think our discussion turns to be complicated, yeah. Since there are lots of terms, lots of things to do.
Okay, we are walking to the last question, and
Okay,
this
the last.
actually this question I will ask to you also. And
Okay.
could you share one personal story about a difficulty you face when learning a language, especially English, and how you manage it? Like your past experience when you face a difficulty.
Up to now, my most difficult obstacle is memorizing.
Memorizing
Memorizing anything, memorizing vocabularies or maybe sentence by sentence or full text. That's
Still-
that is my most difficult obstacle. When I was senior high school, I joined speech competition.
speech competition.
Okay, that's great.
I made the text by myself and translated it
Into
by
English.
myself.
Into English.
And I can do that in 2 days, but for the memorizing, 7 days.
It took 7 days just to memorize.
And something really bad happened, like we discussed before that. When I hold the microphone, I could think nothing, bro. Like
It goes
my
blank.
Yeah, it
It's
goes
disappeared.
blank, and my hand was shaking, and I couldn't I couldn't think about anything. I couldn't say anything, and I just say
Stood there.
yeah, just stood, and I only spoke the welcoming to the guests and the jury, and the last I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And then I went out from the room with oh my god, I was so shy. And I ran to toilet directly. Oh my god.
Okay.
Uh,
That's
Up to
interesting.
now, that's my most difficult obstacle. It's still memorizing.
Thanks for sharing your
Yeah.
experience. What about you, ma'am?
Okay.
What about difficulty that you face and how you manage it?
Okay, that's a question that makes us flashback again to long years ago, yeah, a long time ago, once upon a time, like narrative text. It's actually when I was graduated from senior high school, and my senior high school was in Malang, and I was in a boarding school, Islamic boarding school, and then I graduated to State University, which the nuances, yeah, are totally different.
From-
Like from the alim ulama to Agus, I'm sorry, Pak Agus, sama Pak Agus, but in Surabaya, anak gaul Surabaya,
Oh.
yeah, can be what is it? Shortened into anak gaul Surabaya. So I mean, like those totally different world gives me challenge, yeah. For example, whenever the lecturers divided us into several groups, and then yeah, you know lah, the smart students
The
tends to
group with the,
the smart,
similar-
yeah, the smart only, yeah. And then the medium students with the medium one,
Yeah.
the lower with the
The
lower
lower
one.
only.
I think, yeah. Do you think where is my position at that time?
The smart.
No, I'm the lowest.
Oh my
Not
god.
the lower, yeah, but the lowest. Yeah.
Lowest.
The lowest at the time. I feel like, oh my god, I was intimidated with a class, yeah. Because what? I never used computer at the time. No laptop at the time, yeah. Because the laptop is not common at the time, yeah. So PC, yeah. I'm not accustomed with PC. I cannot operate it properly while the task from the lecturer is in yeah,
Computer.
typing and so on, etc. And also because I'm majoring English literature, of course, the task had something to do with novels, drama, and then short stories, which use complicated and literary words are most common in every single paragraphs. What do I feel? What did I feel at that time? Overwhelmed with dizziness, yeah. So I think like, yeah, my classmates keep speaking, but I keep
silent.
Yeah, I keep
Silence.
silent. My friends speaking like 100 kilometers per hour, and me just like turtle. Instead of being depressed, but those facts triggered me, yeah, to discouraging me to find my identity. Yeah, I have to survive in this jungle. I can see in the jungle because there are lions, there are puma, there are lots of things, but I'm just like unidentified animal, yeah.
Unknown.
Yeah, so
Unknown creature.
yeah. So I think like, yeah, I have to keep survive. So I go to my faculty library most of the time. I go to university library, and even across university library, like in Surabaya, we have American Corner in UNER. Yeah, there's a huge library, and also in Petra University UNER. Yeah, I spend most of the weekends there. I access lots of original book from world top publishers. Yeah, I try to force myself to read a lot. When I'm not in a good mood, yeah, of course, song will be my best friend. At the time, Avril Lavigne's, yeah, Who Best Thing, and then Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Westlife, and yeah, those lyrics cross in my mind easily rather than take books. Yeah, you know, yeah, yeah. So for difficult subjects, I join now. This one is important part. I try to have a good networking with my classmates, not only in my class but also across classes.
Outside the class.
You know the term peer tutoring models. Like peer tutoring models was combination of each group consists of the smart, middle, and the
Lower.
lower. The smart will teach the
Middle.
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 The middle will teach the
The
lower.
lower.
And we have a good cooperation. We support each other. So I mean like those things give me tremendous growth in English. So that journey makes me from the limited resources can be a determined learner. Yeah, so that's the difficulties that I face and how I overcome those things. That's all, Mas Denny. So I'm waiting for your answer.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
For me, the difficulty that I face when I
Okay.
learn and what that I face, mostly it's about the anxiety and the fear of that I said earlier, fear of getting judged by other person.
Ah.
So how I managed to overcome it is that I do a lot of self-talk with myself, especially with especially during like maybe before sleep,
Mhm.
I while I'm driving, while anything that if I s- uh, I try to speak to myself a lot throughout every day, so I can be more confident and I'm not that shy and I'm
Mm.
not that uh, scared to speak anymore. Yeah, you can see that I'm still like maybe stuttering or maybe lost for words sometimes. That yeah, still I'm in the process to fix my problem, and I will try my best to overcome my anxiety and shyness and in speaking English.
Okay.
Hmm.
So don't worry, you're a good learner. Both of you are a good learner. A praise to both of you.
Thanks you, man.
Oh, thank you,
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
ma'am.
so yeah. I think
Well, we have the last final message from uh, from from Ambasha. Hey.
okay.
Okay. What message would you like to leave for students who want to improve their English through small, consistent daily habits, ma'am?
Okay. Uh, so because this is the final statement, I have to think twice. So it's actually something to do with your future. Yeah, I would like to motivate everyone here, especially for this university student, not only from the English teacher training program, but also across faculties. I tried my best to say, yeah, your small effort today will lead you to give yourself, your future self, like you give a gift to yourself. Yeah, I mean, yourself will thank you for your effort today, and everything. Yeah, when we take a look at our Islamic teaching, we we all already know that innamal a'malu binniyah. It means that everything based on our intention. In the sight of Allah, yeah, in the sight of Allah, we have to gain our knowledge better, yeah. Our process in learning English not only for the sake of learning common knowledge, but also we intend ourselves to learn that Allah has lots of science, Allah has a lot of ilmu, yeah. So the way we gain our knowledge in this intention, I mean, in the future will give us a reward, yeah, reward. So be patient, yeah. Don't get instant one. If you want to learn English and you want 1 month finish, yeah, that is impossible. So be patient, be consistent, be grateful that you have opportunity to learn English. Be grateful to Allah. The learning process of English, let's say the journey of love, the way you love Allah, the way you love ilmu, yeah, or science, yeah, knowledge, yeah, the show gratitude and building your future that makes inshallah your parents feel proud of you, yeah. Will give you your parents will give reward from you because you are a good uh, a good doctor or a good son. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so your motivation should based on first put in Allah, and the second into your parents, and then to yourself. Yeah, prove them that you are able to pass every condition with the power of English. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully, give you insight. Yeah, fruitful insight from this lesson. Thank you.
Thanks so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am.
Yeah, me who the one who say thank you to you. Yeah, because you invited me into such inspiring moment for Forest, for English teacher training program, yeah, for FKIP, for UIJ, and also thank to Prodi Ilmu Komunikasi.
For providing
Universitas.
us the studio.
The studio is supported by
Himakom.
Himakom.
Thanks, Himakom.
Himakom is the best, yeah. No wonder that Himakom has, what is it?
Won the
Reward.
Reward,
awards.
Won the reward. What
won the
kind of
reward.
reward is that?
The most productive
faculty.
Prodi.
The most
Prodi program. The most productive program.
Prodi. Okay, it's a kind of excellent achievement, yeah. So thank you, Himakom.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're the best and excellent.
Thank you, team. Thank you, team.
Excellent studio, excellent team, excellent. What is it? BEM, yeah.
BEM,
yeah.
excellent BEM.
Applause from for Himakom. Applause also for our prodi. Yeah. So that's it. So at the end of
So we have been in the last agenda, that's closing.
closing.
So before we say goodbye to Tim and to Ambasha, we would like to say thank you so much for sharing your insights with us, and thank you to our listeners for joining this episode. We hope today's discussions inspires us to start our own simple daily English routines. And again, I'd like to say thank you to Tim Himakom. Thank you.
Himakom, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, guys.
And
Last but not least,
last but not least,
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Thank you.
The last we say, see you in the next episode. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.